Hi guys, welcome back to the third video on UK politics, core political ideas, conservatism, liberalism, and the policy socialism study with me session. Here, as you can see, we've obviously got the socialism mind map already here. And mainly we just start off with a quick study with me. So, socialism during the 20th century. Can anyone remember this from the last session? I don't know if you've been watching it, etc. But here, so socialism in the 20th century, socialism in the 20th century. Social democracy during the 20th century. So, predominantly, so social democracy during the 20th century. Okay, so as it says here, Western socialist parties increasingly recognise the dynamism and productivity of the market. So this is social democracy during the 20th century and how this has changed over time. So during the 20th century, Western socialist parties increasingly recognised the dynamism and the productivity of the market economy. It's coming around again soon, don't worry. Equality. Social equality ensures fairness. This is the belief that if everyone was treated equally, economic inequality is due to structural inequalities in the capitalist society rather than innate differences of ability among people. Going back around again, debates about equality. So there are many debates about equality, and what are these in a sense? So debates about equality. A key debate in socialism is a key debate about equality in socialism is distribution of wealth fairly and how to achieve it. Good. Social democracy posits what democracy is compatible with capitalism and is a type of revolutionary system. What are the issues with social democracy in practice? So we've got this over here. But one of the issues with social democracy in practice is that social democracy does not work in terms of economic turmoil. So when the economy is failing, this is mainly because obviously you have lower wages and therefore more people losing their jobs, and therefore again as a result of this, and therefore again as a result of this. And therefore, again, as a result of all this happening, you have. Ooh, what do you have? You have then you have more unemployment, and then people more dependent on welfare. However, they can't pay their welfare because the government can't pay as enough welfare because there's no tax going in. Social equality reinforces collectivism. How does social equality reinforce collectivism? Okay, social equality reinforces collectivism via the how does social equality? I know this one, but I can't really remember it. Second one, cooperation and solidarity with society. Human beings, if they have the same economic conditions. There we are. Social investment state. This is when the government invests in industry, rather such as education, etc. With infrastructure to provide employment opportunities and in return people have the responsibility. This is Giddens. Okay, coming back around again. What are two basic criticisms of collectivism? Two basic criticisms of collectivism. Okay, so one basic criticism of collectivism would be that it alienates and prioritizes the wealthy individuals over the lesser income, and this is seen through, let's say, factory owners, where the person who owns the factory will be paying the minimum wage in order to maximize his profits. human individuality and diversity. The role of the state. The role of the state. So, Giddens argued, really expressed this third way approach again, which is investing into infrastructure, which therefore provide people jobs, and therefore they have a sense of responsibility in order to provide for these jobs themselves. He argued that the top-down effect in the emergence of the 20th century was not as significant anymore, and free market economics was much more the way. Giddens believed that the social democracy would be modernized because of the key developments in the 20th century, including globalization and the rise of knowledge top-down. But also encourage personal responsibility. Good. What is social democracy chiefly concerned with, and what has informed this position? Okay, so social democracy, what is it chiefly confirmed with, and what has informed this position? Okay. What has informed this position? What is social democracy and what has informed this position? Social democracy is chiefly concerned with... What is social democracy chiefly concerned with? Social democracy is chiefly concerned with... the fair distribution of wealth in society. This force, rather than Marxist critique of capitalism, socialism is more morally superior to capitalism. Okay, remember that. So social resists on rather than a Marxist critique of capitalism. Socialism is morally superior to capitalism. Okay, again. Historical maternalism. Historical maternalism. Historical maternalism. This is the belief that historically, what can have influence on all aspects of society. This is the belief that a society can have influence on all aspects. The economy can have all aspects of society. This belief that society is all aspects of society. Okay. Historical maternalism is the belief that the economic system and society can have all influence on all aspects of society. Okay, evolutionary socialism / revisionism. Oh shoot! Rosa Luxemburg did not believe in the creation of socialism gradually evolution. She believed in form of revolution, which is possible with a form of capitalism. Remember that. Anthony Giddens argued in a state investment society. For example, um, this is where, for example, that what is this? This is where socialists who development the third way, yeah, exactly, just neoliberal free market and social democratic beliefs. Social democracy during the 20th century, key developments. Western socialist parties increasingly recognize the dynamism and productivity of the market economy, abandoning their commitment to economic. Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you see the living show. No, I don't, mate. I got my. No worries. During the 20th century, Western socialist parties increasingly, okay, fine, that's going around again. Equality, social equality ensures fairness. This is the belief that when everyone is treated equally, i.e., equal pay, etc., socially and the same industry, etc., instability is due to structural. Economic instabilities is due to, I think this is this one here, ensures fairness. Let me just separate this as well because I would quite like to, because there is a counter argument. So if I just copy all of this, close. Economic inequality is due to the structural inequalities in the capitalist society rather than innate differences among the ability of people. Okay. So economic inequality is due to structures so wider than the innate ability differences in ability between other people. Okay, social equality reinforces collectivism. When people, yeah, this is the idea that when people are treated equally, either equal pay, etc., it reinforces collectivism and people are more likely to walk in harmony in the society. Human beings are more likely to exist harmony in society, and social inequality, on the other hand, encourages conflict and instability. Societies with great economic unity seem to be Russia and Mexico. Yeah, that's easy. Social investment state. This is when you invest. So Giddens believed primarily that this was. Giddens believed primarily that this was a kind of means to an end of it. So this was, for example, the social investment state was a way in which they should, again, intervene into the economy, intervene into industry, and therefore, via investing into the industry, these provide jobs, and it's a person's personal responsibility. You want to argue for it. Live on welfare, traditional welfare systems encourage a cultural dependency. It's very easy, which is terrible for the economy. What are two basic critiques of collectivism? Collectivism represses individuality and only works. It suppresses human individuality and diversity, as collectivist objectives can only be advanced through the agency of the state. Only be advanced through the agency of the state. What is social democracy chiefly concerned with, and what has informed this position? Social democracy is chiefly concerned with the equal distribution of wealth as the only way in which society can function is when everyone is treated equally. This form of social investment moral rather than Marxist critique of capitalism. Historical maternalism is the idea that the economy can have influence on all aspects of society. states that development of society can be explained by economic and class factors. Evolutionary socialism and this was Rosa Luxemburg's belief. Rosa Luxemburg believed in didn't believe that evolutionary socialism over a long period of time was not significant, and rather she believed that the only way in order to achieve social inequality was through revisionism, which would revise society in a sense. So revolutionarism, which is quick, capitalist system and exploits the working class. Social democracy during the 20th century, argued, understood many. This has come back around again. Western socialist parties increasingly recognise Western socialist, but remember Western socialist parties. That's going to come around again. Equality. Social equality ensures fairness. How does social equality ensure fairness? Let's listen to this now. Okay, social equality ensures fairness. Social equality ensures fairness. Social equality ensures fairness. How does social equality ensure fairness? How does social equality ensure fairness? Social equality ensures fairness via when everyone is treated equally, therefore people are more likely to work more harmoniously together, etc. Economic equality is due to the structural inequalities in the capitalist society rather than the innate differences among other people. For this reason, two basic critiques of collectivism is that it suppresses the individuality of a single person, and secondly, as well, it also, what else does it do? Think. What are two basic critiques of collectivism? Two basic critiques of collectivism. It suppresses human individualities because collectivism is primarily focused on workers working together for the maximum profit. Arbitrary state power and the erosion collectivist objective really advance through the agency of the state. It leads to arbitrary state power. What is social democracy chiefly concerned with? Social democracy is chiefly concerned with the fair distribution of wealth. As economic inequalities, this form rests on socialism, whilst the Marxist critique of capitalism, socialism is morally superior to capitalism, rather rests on a moral. Christians' principles have informed that social democracy position, notably Christian socialist traditions in UK. Okay, Latin America, you have Latin America. Western Socialist Party. Activity of the Marx social. Social equality ensures fairness. How does social equality ensure fairness? Social equality ensures fairness via, so it's the structural inequalities in a capitalist society that create inequality rather than the individual needs. Differences among people. For this reason, some socialists reject equality of opportunity because, in their view, such a concept justifies the unequal treatment of people on the grounds of innate ability. And some socialists reject equality of opportunity and innate ability. Just remember that. Oh, this keeps on coming around again. Which leads to arbitrary state power. Yeah, it's through the agency of state and erosion of individual freedom. What is social democracy chiefly concerned with, and what has informed this position? Social democracy is chiefly concerned with the fair distribution of wealth. This because this reinforces one of its key ideological thinking, which is equality. As well, the further social cohesion is the Christian principles throughout, where liberation theology, Christian principles and liberation theology. Social democracy during the 20th century. Western civilizations, Western socialist parties increasingly recognize the dynamism and productivity of market economy. Equality, social equality ensures fairness. How does social equality ensure fairness? How does social equality ensure fairness? Social equality ensuring fairness. Social equality ensuring fairness. Social equality ensures fairness because people are more likely to go more where social inequality is based on capitalism, free markets. For this reason, socialists reject equality. In their view, such a concept just justifies the unequal treatment. This is the belief that the economy can influence all aspects of society, and the difference is the economy is what basis you thinking. I believe, my goodness, we already know this. Oh no, Crossland. Oh yeah, Crossland believed in a state-managed capitalism where the government invests in more private. Sorry, I'm not looking at the flashcard right now. Private industries more than public industries. This would lead to sustained economic growth. For Crossland society achieving economic growth. Private ownership, less public ownership, economic expansion would provide a government with funds for welfare, improving life standard living. Good. What are three key elements socialist 1940s and 1950s? '51, yeah. '51, okay. Key elements. Chrissy, 1940s to 50s. Mixed support, mixed economy. Attlee Labour government, 1945 to 51. Keynesian. For employments and of CAB, chiefly the welfare state, which would redistribute wealth. which would redistribute wealth to tackle social inequality, which would redistribute wealth to tackle social inequality and the problem of poverty. To tackle social inequality and the problem of poverty. Social inequality and the problem of poverty. Problem of poverty. Many Western socialist ideas revoked the idea of socialism. Market economy. The market economy. Argued by Gizzards, investing in infrastructure, provide people jobs. Fine. Haves and have nots. This is seen through Russia and Mexico. Good. Okay. Good. Okay. Socialism. We've done a lot. Those cards. Okay. Thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next one.